In studio right now is Brian Miller. Brian, good morning.
Good morning, Bill.
Well, listen, campaigns can be stressful, but it's always nice when you walk away a winner.
Absolutely. It was a long 6 months.
So you're now that you are on the Republican line, you're on the ballot as the Republican candidate after the primary. You're facing a challenger from Little Falls. This, of course, is for that open seat that's becoming vacant with Claudia Tenney as she's running for Congress. And just talk about some of the things that you represent and you want to represent when it comes to the 101st district.
Well, I want to represent everyone in the 101st district. It's a long district.
Longest in the state.
Yeah. I would represent the longest district in the state, of course, and there's a lot of different issues throughout. But the issues are all the same: jobs, infrastructure, loss of population. That's the things we have to address. You know,
there was a story it might have been the New York Times or the Post that listed some of the poorest cities in America are in upstate New York, and they certainly are a part of this 101st. We've had years and years of difficult decline. You've been on the county legislature, so you've seen it. These unfunded mandates, and that's one of your big issues, where the state says you have to do this, and oh, by the way, you got to figure out how to pay for it as well. I mean, that plays a role in making it tough for these counties.
Well, absolutely. You know, being a county legislator for the last 16 years, I've had to deal with all the unfunded mandates.
Yeah.
You know, if the state's going to move forward on this, if we're going to hand down mandates, they must be funded. And we talked about before, let's take a look at the mandates that are already there, see if they're necessary. You know, if they're not, let's move them along. If they still are, let's see if we can change them a little bit, put some funding in there, and help out the school districts, and the municipalities.
There's been a lot of talk right now about first of all in the assembly, you'll be entering. There's not going to be any change in party dominance here.
No.
You're going to be entering as a member of the minority, and the difficult part is we all want the same things, right? You got to get rid of the SAFE Act. Well, the reality is, it is nearly impossible to get rid of the SAFE Act in its entirety based on the fact of the majority that's in control. So, but there are some opportunities to be able to whittle away at that and to take some logical steps. But the only way you're going to do it is to work across the aisle. How do you handle that in good conscience, knowing that your constituents want you to go in there and pound your fist and get it done?
Well, absolutely. They want it change. Assemblyman Butler's proposed legislation there is a good place to start.
And that legislation says that if they treat New York City differently than upstate when it comes to minimum wage.
Yes, they have.
So why not offer that same opportunity when it comes to, you're not hunting in New York City. Why not change the law to apply differently upstate? I think that makes sense.
Well, absolutely. That's the way it has to be. He's got a great plan. They've already said that they can do that with the minimum wage, and they said there's definitely a difference. So let's take a look at it. Let's take it along.
So working across the aisle, working with others, you sometimes just to get something passed, it's nearly impossible, and you've heard that from Assemblywoman Tenney, and the only way to get that done is to kind of team up with a Democrat to get the bill at least into some sort of existence.
Well, absolutely. Now let's take a look at the Brindisi Griffo model we have right up here in the Mohawk Valley. It works very well. I'd be a Republican legislator, freshman Republican legislator in the Assembly. The first few months, it's going to learn where you are, but we're going to have to meet all the people, see how we're going to work along with it, and work with people. That's the biggest thing. We just can't pound your fist on the.
And the other thing the Senate has done, which might be somewhat of an opportunity, and I'd like your opinion on it, is they have created this coalition. The Democrats right now, it's basically a dead tie, and it looks like there's a chance the Democrats could take control of the Senate. But with this coalition they put together, it allows the upstate Democrats to work with Republicans, and maybe that same opportunity exists in the Assembly.
Well, it's a good thing to look at. We're going to have to take that down there and take a good look at it, and it makes sense.
Right.
So we have to, you're going to be a assembly member with the it's going to be 100 to 42. So we have to work together. We have to look at that coalition.
All right. So the next step for you, of course, is Election Day, and I'm assuming you've done a lot of walking, and you'll continue to do that as well?
Oh, absolutely. Well, the general election is going to be a lot different than the primary. We went out and we targeted primary voters. It's a whole different race.
Yeah.
Now, we're taking a couple days off. We're going to recharge. We're going to regroup. We're going to refocus, re-strategize. And it all starts again on Saturday morning. I'll be down in Shawangum at an event, starting all over again.
All right. Your opponent is from Little Falls. She is a Democrat. You guys will be differing on many issues, including, it seems like, the gun rights issue.
Absolutely.
All right.
But it's the Valley, and, Remington Arms is here. So we may differ on it, but we still may have some like opinions.
Got it. All right. Brian Miller, running as Republican in the 101st Assembly race. Congratulations on your win. And now it's off to the general.
Absolutely.
Right.
One thing I'd like to say, Bill, if I can, I'd like to thank all the support I got out there. Last Tuesday night, it was great. It was great all the support we got from the Mohawk Valley up here, Oneida County and Herkimer County.
Yeah, you had really strong numbers in Oneida and Herkimer County.
And we worked hard in Herkimer County.
Yeah. All right. Brian Miller, thanks so much, and congratulations.